Hello, Enzo. Good evening. Do you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, I hear you. Good evening.
Great. So let's start the class. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So, first of all, we are going to start doing the exercise I've sent to you. Uh, the name of the exercise is translate the sentences to English, from Portuguese to English. Do you remember it?
Yeah, I remember it.
Nice. So let's do. Did you do it?
No, I didn't.
Nice. Okay.
É que
No
eu, é que eu tô em
problem.
semana de prova.
No worries. We can do it now.
Ok.
So let's go, my friend. Translate
Ok.
the following sentences to English. So, first, carta de apresentação. É essencial incluir uma carta de apresentação personalizada para cada vaga a que você se candidata.
Eu não lembro como fala carta de habilitação.
It is cover letter. É uma carta de
Ok.
apresentação ou carta de recomendação?
Cover letter. It's essential includes one cover letter personalized to every. Eu não lembro como fala vaga.
Vacancy.
To every vacancy that you. Eu não lembro como fala candidata.
To apply.
It's very essential to include a cover letter personalized to every vacancy that you. Qual era a candidata?
That you apply to, in this
That
case.
you apply to.
In this case, it's good. Your translation is pretty good. I would say something like, "It is essential to include a cover letter, a personalized cover letter for each vacancy in which you apply to." Okay,
Ok.
let's go.
Como fala currículo?
Resume.
Resume. Send your resume if. Wait. Atualizado.
Updated.
Eu ia falar isso. Send your updated resume. Destacando. Era como?
Highlighting.
Highlighting your most relevant experience to the vacancy.
The most,
The
right?
most. Yeah.
A relevant experience for the vacancy. In this case, for the vacancy. All right.
All right.
Professional experience. Let's go.
Professional experience. My experience or my professional experience includes 5 years in the marketing and the digital marketing area
Field.
field.
Yeah. Keep going.
Habilidades interpessoais. Interpessoais?
Interpersonal skills.
Ok. Interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills is uh, it's made to build up good relations on the job.
Yeah. In this case, interpersonal skills are fundamental to build good relationships in the job. Okay? At
Ok.
the job in this case. Keep going.
Vaga de emprego ou. Eu não sei. Vaga de emprego.
Vacancy.
Ah, é
Job
vacancy.
vacancy.
Faz sentido.
There are two options: job opening,
Ok.
okay, and job vacancy.
Eu vou falar só vacancy, tem problema?
No worries.
Vacancy. I'm interested on the vacancy to projects announcer on a site or gerent of projects announcements.
I am interested in the vacancy for the job, to the job for project manager announced on the
On the
website
site.
or
Okay.
or just on the site. Okay.
Okay.
So in this case, a job vacancy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For project manager, que é gerente de projetos, não é annunciated, é announced. Ok?
Okay.
E, in this case, on the site.
Okay.
Por que on the site? Cara, é interessante isso. Eu gosto muito, eu faço faculdade de sistemas de informação e eu tenho estudado um tópico chamado redes, né? Infraestrutura de redes, que a gente fala um pouquinho sobre as camadas do modelo de estrutura de rede que a gente tem hoje em dia. E a gente fala muito que essas camadas são layers, né? E são 7. E que cada função do computador, né, das redes, de tudo que é digital e que está conectado à internet, ele se apoia em uma dessas camadas. E é bem interessante que no inglês, quando a gente se refere a tudo que está na internet, a gente se refere com on. Então no site é on the site. Não pode ser nem in the site, nem at the site, é on the site. Por que é on the site? Porque a gente fala que o site, a interface, na verdade, qualquer interface de usuário, ela está diretamente em contato com a gente. Ou seja, é o primeiro nível, a primeira camada de todos os layers, todos os níveis de abstração que a gente vai ter na rede. Aí depois da camada, da camada de aplicação, né, que é onde está a interface, você tem a camada de sessão, aí você tem, ou no caso, a camada de transporte, a camada de internet, a camada de rede, até a camada física, que é a própria estrutura física. Então é bem interessante observar isso. Que a gente, no inglês, eles seguem uma lógica nesse sentido. Tudo que está relacionado à internet, que a gente vê na internet, site, WhatsApp, e-mail, né? As redes sociais, tudo isso é on. Sempre que eu falar, vou postar alguma coisa no Instagram, I will post it on Instagram. Por quê? Porque você só tem contato com a interface, com a parte mais superficial. Por trás disso tem todo o código, tem todo o processamento que é feito desses dados, entendeu?
Uh-huh.
Vamos lá, sem mais delongas. Job interview.
Job interview. I have a job interview listed to the next. Como era segunda-feira?
Monday.
To the next Monday.
In this case, it's not listed. Listed is something like saved, you know?
É meio que isso.
In this case, you have two options. You can use book, the verb to book, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the verb to shadow. And the best one is to shadow. So I have a job interview shadowed, okay, to the next Monday. All right?
All right.
So let's proceed. All right, man. Let's go. 5 things to do before applying for a job. 5 coisas a se fazer antes de se candidatar a um emprego. Vamos lá? This is a reading and pronunciation exercise, okay?
Okay. Just wait a little. I'm missing something.
No problem. Go on.
Okay.
So, I'm going to start the reading, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to introduce it to you, and then you can start reading the 5 things you must know before applying for a job. So, imagine you've just found a job posting. What is a job posting? A job posting é uma postagem de trabalho, né? Ou seja,
Uma
Um
propaganda?
anúncio, uma propaganda, exatamente, de vaga de emprego. And appears to be the perfect fit. The perfect fit. Do you understand the use of fit in this case? Remember that to fit is kind of like to match, you know? But to match
Já.
is like encaixar. To fit é encaixar, mas no sentido de caber certinho e não necessariamente de encaixar, entendeu? Ou de combinar. É algo no sentido de caber. Ou seja, a perfect fit para alguém é algo que é perfeito para aquela pessoa, entende? Que encaixa direitinho, vamos dizer assim. The position is with a company you'd love to work for, and you meet each one of the employer's qualifications. How perfect can this job posting possibly get? Instead of applying for the job right away, it's important to stop for a few minutes to carefully read the job posting and think of it as a lead. As a lead, né, como um direcionamento, como algo a se seguir. Um exemplo, né? This process will help you form better strategy for your job application. What is the job application? The job application is the whole process, you know,
Já.
of applying for a job. You know?
Já.
That will get you noticed by the employer. As you think of the job posting as a lead, here are 5 things you need to do before you send your application or before applying for a job. Go on.
Update your social media profiles. When you apply for a job, the first thing an employer will look at after your application is your social media profiles.
Exactly. So we need to always remember that uh, an employer, you know, will always be looking to your social media profiles, all of them.
Yeah. Before you apply for the position, make sure your social media profiles display what you want employers to see. This means your LinkedIn profile should be updated with the most recent experience you've removed anything from. Instead of applying for the job right away, it's important stop for a few minutes to carefully read the job posting and think of it as a lead. This process will help you form a better strategy for your job application that will get you noticed,
Noticed?
noticed by the employer.
Exactly.
As you think of the job posting as a lead, here's our 5 things you need to do before send your application. Essa eu já li.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Research the company. Once you've read through the job posting, do some research on the company, check out the employer's website, and read through their career page. You should also take a look at their blog, read about the people who work there, and to locate the name and email of the hiring manager.
So stop there, man.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Once you have read, do you remember what tense is it?
You've read.
You have read or you've read.
Yeah.
What is it? What is the name of this tense?
I don't remember.
Perfect tense. The auxiliary verb is the verb to have. Alright?
All
So,
right.
the meaning of read through é ler através, ou seja, é o sentido de ler tudo e compreender, né?
Yeah.
The job posting, a postagem, a propaganda do emprego. So, locate the name and email of the hiring manager. Do you know what's the meaning of hiring manager?
A tradução literal seria gerente de contrato.
Uhum. Gerente de contratação, né? Hiring. Go
Posso
on.
ler? Ok.
Uhum.
After you've done some research about the company, it's time to find the hiring manager. By locating the hiring manager, you will be able to customize your cover letter and make sure your application lands in the right hands. Sending your job application to the hiring manager is more effective than applying through the job posting because it enables you to have direct contact with the employer. This way, you don't have to feel like your application went into a black hole after you apply for the job.
So, but let me ask you, my friend,
Yeah,
do you think it's valid to send your job application directly to the hiring manager, which you don't know? Okay, you don't
yeah,
know him.
yeah. You don't know him.
Do you think it's valid to do so?
Depends on the case,
It depends on the case.
very
Uh,
much.
what do you mean?
Like depends on the company that you send it to.
Yeah, depends on the company which he sends this to, ok? Lembrando que o which é sempre assim, ó. O that ele é generalista, né? Então quando a gente vai falando de uma situação, por exemplo, I saw on the news that que simplesmente it will rain today, que vai chover hoje. Aí você usa o that porque, né, o weather não pode ser relacionado como which, ou seja, algo que é qual, ou como who, que seria quem. Mas pro restante, quando a gente vai falando de objetos e pessoas, a gente vai usar who ou whom para pessoas e which para objetos. Por exemplo, this is the bottle which I told you. Essa é a garrafa qual eu falei para você, mas que eu quero dizer que eu falei para você. Entende?
Aham,
Ou that is the guy who robbed me. Aquele é o cara que me roubou. Percebe?
aham.
That is the guy who. Na verdade é quem me roubou, né? Mas a gente traduz como quem me roubou. Esses são pronomes relativos. Os pronomes relativos vão ter todas a mesma tradução no português quando usados como relativo, né? O that, o which e o who, tá? Agora, quando for utilizado para perguntas, né? Aí o which e o who vão, o uso deles vai se alterar um pouquinho. E a tradução também. Vamos lá.
Agora é o 4, né?
Yeah, number 4. So, stop. First, after you've done some research, what is the name of this tense?
It's perfect tense or
Perfect.
continue?
Perfect tense, exactly.
Okay,
Auxiliary verb is the verb to have, right?
right.
And the main verb is in the past participle form, done. All right?
All right.
Uh, so, one moment. What about this sentence? What is the tense of this sentence? You don't have to feel.
You don't have to feel.
Yeah. Pay attention to the auxiliary verb.
It's have.
No, it's do.
No.
Have is the main verb in this case.
To do is simple.
Simple. This is a simple sentence. You don't have to feel. You don't have. You don't have. Do is the auxiliary. Have is the main verb. All right?
Okay. Okay.
Keep going.
Reach out to current employees. If you
Reach
don't have,
out. Do you know the meaning of the expression reach out?
procure por.
Procure por. Ou seria, se a gente fosse ver o pé da letra, seria alcance, né? Ou seja,
É.
é no sentido de contatar, de buscar e entrar em contato, né?
Mhm. Okay. If you don't have any connections with the employer, reach out to employees who work in the departments where the company is hiring.
Stop there. Aqui, ó. Um exemplo do que eu acabei de falar, ó. O instinto maior, como a gente sempre usa o que aqui no português, principalmente na língua falada informal, seria utilizar o that aqui, né?
Ah,
Reach out to employees that work, querendo dizer que trabalham. Mas como quando a gente fala de employees, a gente está falando de pessoas, então a gente não vai dizer that work, a gente vai falar who work in the department where the company is hiring, ok?
okay. This is a great way to network and sneak your way into the company through the back door. Once you're
Sneak. What is to sneak your way into?
seria como, tipo, se enfiar no meio dali.
Exatamente, se enfiar, entrar de fininho, né?
É.
That's good.
Once you're ready to contact some employees, add them to LinkedIn or send them an email. Wait, I lost. Wait. Send an email, introduce yourself, and explain you're interested in learning more about their company.
Exactly. Uh,
This
what about? Do you think it's valid to reach to for employees, for example,
for
to reach out for employees?
yeah, I think it's valid.
Do you think it's fine? It's good.
Yeah,
If someone did it to you, how would you feel?
strange.
Strange. If a person who you don't know just imagine that I don't know you, but you work in a company that I want to work with. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh, and from nowhere, are just reach you on LinkedIn or WhatsApp or Instagram, it doesn't matter, and ask you to help me getting a job at your company. What would you think?
I don't really know.
Would you be able to do so?
No, I think.
Okay, keep going.
Tailor your resume and cover letter to the position.
You need to finish it from here.
Oh, yeah, sorry. These employees might be able to offer some tips or on how to apply for the job and some insights about what it's like to work for their employer.
Exactly. We have the advantage of the internet nowadays, right? So it's not so difficult to contact or to reach out for some employee in a given company. It's pretty easy. So I think it's valid to do so nowadays because of the internet nowadays. But in the past, I think it would be pretty awkward. You know.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay. Tailor your resume and cover letter to the position.
So
After
pay attention.
gathering,
Tailor your resume. What do you think it means?
I don't know. Wait. Tailor não era uma coisa envolvendo, tipo, tecido?
Costura, exatamente. To tail, né? Então, tailor your resume é o quê?
Seria tipo. Não, na tradução literal não faz o menor sentido pra mim. Mas seria
Costure
algo.
o seu currículo.
É, então, não faz muito
É no
sentido.
sentido de costurar, de tipo assim, de, vamos dizer assim, montar com atenção, com trabalho, né? Aquela coisa minuciosa ali, bem feita, entendeu?
Aham.
Por isso que eles utilizam a expressão costure aqui na minha interpretação, tá?
Uhum.
Mas é aquilo. Essa é a minha interpretação de acordo com o meu ponto de vista, né? Com as minhas experiências. Quando a gente fala de expressões idiomáticas, assim, né? Que é uma coisa muito particular dos nativos, né? De falar isso aqui, porque isso aqui não é literal, né? De forma
Uhum.
alguma, nem para eles. Ou seja, é uma expressão utilizada como um idiom, né? Uma expressão idiomática. Ou seja, bem particular deles mesmo. Então a tradução é você conseguir entender o que quer dizer no fim das contas, né? Tipo assim, não tem uma tradução específica, algo que vá ser igualzinho. Vamos lá.
After gathering information for research and networking, you should be able to write and read your resume and cover letter that's tailored to the position.
Tailored, né? Que é costurada, ou seja, que é fabricada para a posição, entendeu? Foi feito
Uh-huh.
especificamente para aquilo.
Use the knowledge you gained to create an application that shows your interest in working for the company.
All right, good. This is the rest, okay? Because the previous was cut, so this is the rest of the section. Keep reading it, please.
Okay. Um, if you follow these steps, before applying for a job, you'll be guaranteed to stand out against other job seekers. Although this strategy take a little bit more of time, you'll be thankful and you went above and beyond to apply the job.
So, although this strategy take a little bit more time, you be thankful you went above and beyond to apply for the job. Do you know the meaning of above and beyond?
Above and beyond. Seria tipo um acima de tudo?
Sim. E foi acima de tudo, né? Ou foi acima e além, né? Ao pé da letra. Se eu não me engano, aquela frase do Buzz Lightyear, ele não fala. Em inglês, ele não fala necessariamente ao infinito e além. Ele fala above and beyond, né? Acima e além, se eu não me engano. Mas eu não vou garantir porque é,
Faz tempo que você
faz
viu, né?
tempo, é.
Eu
Vamos
também.
lá.
Right. Uh, what What are some things you've done before applying for a job that helped you impress employers?
So, this is just a question, okay? But I don't want you to answer this question. Probably you have not started your career yet, right?
No, I did.
You're just 50 years old. So, uh, to finish these exercises, you need to feel like an adult. You know,
Yeah,
imagine that you are applying for jobs, and imagine that you are trying to get a vacancy or something like that.
yeah,
Uh, Play a role. All right.
yeah. The
Uh,
author
Go on.
says applicants should update their social profiles is true.
True.
The next one I've already read that is false.
It's false.
Okay. It is more effective to apply for a job through a job posting rather than through a hiring manager. True.
Are you sure?
Not really.
Remember, I even asked you. I even asked you if you found it to be normal for a candidate to reach out for the manager without knowing him. You know?
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Yep.
So it's more effective to apply for jobs through job posting than through hiring manager.
I don't think so.
In this case, it's false. Here we have the reach out current employees. No, that's not it. Aqui, ó. Locate the name and email of the hiring manager. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's what you need to do.
Okay.
Keep going.
We should never reach out for the company employers to get information is false.
False.
True.
Through. All right. Let's keep going. Answer the following questions. What are the 5 steps the author recommends an applicant should do before applying for a job?
Primeiro, mudar suas redes sociais para coisas de trabalho.
In English, please.
In English.
Have I sent
And
you this document?
what?
Have I sent you this document?
I don't think so.
I'm going to send it to you right now. Okay.
Okay.
You can open it and find the 5 steps.
Okay. I know some of them are kind of easy. Like the first one is to update your profile picture. Not your profile picture, like your
Information in
profile.
general.
Your Yeah, your in general your informations. Like specifically in LinkedIn.
Specifically on LinkedIn.
Yeah. The next is trying to find a hiring manager to
Trying to find the hiring manager. Exactly.
because you have to
It's easier,
be
right?
next to what?
it's easier if you can reach out to the hiring manager. Uh, you are going to be cutting through a lot of steps.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So let's go.
The next one
Do
is,
you agree with the 5 steps the author mentioned in the article?
yeah, I think it's very, very usable in real life.
Useful.
Very
Useful or
useful.
usable?
Useful.
Useful. Both
Yeah,
of them are possible, you know.
yeah.
Uh,
Usable is kind of more formal.
yeah, usable is something that can be used. It is usable, you know. Useful is something worthy, something is something important, and that you can use to do a lot of things, you know. It's
Yeah,
something useful, útil. Agora, usable é usável, né? It's something that is just something that you can use. So, yeah, I agree. I also agree with many of the steps, but I don't think you should reach out the your hiring manager from nowhere. I know, you know.
yeah.
But if you know him, if he is part of your network, it's going to be easier. So keep going.
Wait.
Using the question for the article. What are some things you've done before applying for a job that helped you impress employers? Let's change this question. Since you're not working yet, you don't have a job. You probably haven't applied for a job before. So let's imagine a simple interview situation in your life. Okay,
Yeah.
have you gone through a situation like this before?
Like what?
An interview situation, an interview for something.
Interview.
Yeah, any kind of interview, like with a doctor or in your school, or maybe with your parents. I don't know.
Eu acho que eu nunca tive uma, mas eu ia ter uma. Que era coisa de escola.
Nice. And when you were before this interview, when you were getting ready to this interview, what did you do?
I I don't remember exactly, but I know. Eu posso falar em português?
Yes, but then you have to translate it to English. Okay.
Okay. So I know I did some makeup, like not makeup like those products,
Not really makeup. You just got ready for
Yeah, I just
the
got ready.
interview. Okay.
The good thing that is very useful to get ready to the interview is like brush your teeth,
I understand.
as the other end.
Your daily routine.
Yeah, daily routine.
Nice. Okay.
And preference, wear good clothes.
And yeah, and preferentially wear good clothes. I agree with you. It's better for your image, you know, and the impression you're giving out. Do you
But
agree?
not too exaggerate, like wear
No,
a tuxedo.
not exaggerate.
Yeah, not exaggerate, just something simple.
Just something simple but formal.
Yeah, formal but not too simple,
I agree. Nice. I
like
understand.
black t-shirts, and I don't know, maybe black pants.
But
No,
what about a real interview?
a real.
Yeah, a real job interview. Do you think it's good to use a suit, or do you think just a t-shirt is enough?
I don't know. It's kind of depend. It kind of depends.
Imagine that you are applying for a vacancy in a management position.
Management,
Yeah.
of course, a tuxedo.
Can you repeat?
Of course, a tuxedo. Tuxedo.
Okay. Uh, what about uh, what you need to do before to prepare to get ready to answer the questions.
To
What do you
answer the
think is
question,
important?
it's good to search up on, I don't know, internet. Some of questions are kind of, they have patterns, you know.
I understand.
Some of them are have patterns. So it's good to search up a little and form your answers before getting to the interview.
Nice. Good. Uh, Last question. Do you often check job ads in newspapers or on the internet?
No,
No? Yes, I imagine. But get ready, you'll start doing it soon.
I know.
It's going to happen eventually.
I know.
Discussion. Uh, how is the job market in your country? Is it easy or difficult to get a job? This is a good question.
Look, the situation that Brazil is right now,
The situation
the situation
in which.
in which Brazil is right now,
Exactly.
I think it's kind of hard to find a job.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it depends. We are not a well developed country, you know?
Yeah,
So things are usually harder for us in general, you know?
yeah.
But I think nowadays, I saw a news a few weeks ago telling that the unemployment rate right now is the lowest in many years. A taxa de
Okay.
desemprego agora é menor em muitos anos. So, discuss with your teacher, right? Using the following questions as a guide. If you were going to change jobs or try to get a job, what kind of job would you would you want to apply for? In this case, let's change the question. When you are of age, what kind of job would you want to apply for?
Wait, what?
When you are of age, quando você for de idade, ou seja, for maior de idade, mais de 18 anos, né? What kind of job would you like to apply for? Lembrando essa experiência, be of age. Be of age é o nosso maior de idade, né?
Yeah. I would like very much to be a game designer.
A game designer, so you want to work with software development?
Yeah, software.
Nice. I'm studying software development and it is pretty exciting, you know?
Yeah.
And
But
it's something that you
the
can
best
start
part
studying right
about
now. Go on.
the best part about I think it's being on this type of job is because I hate they.
You hate IT?
I don't like it.
Why? How can you hate IT and want to be a software developer?
Like the at first the IT of this school is kind of lame because it's so much of random, you know, assunto aleatório, sabe?
Random subjects or random content.
Yeah, very random comments, and I don't like it very much.
I understand. So
That's because I don't like it very much.
I agree with you, and I have a good news and a bad news for you. What do you want to hear first?
Bad news.
The bad news. The bad news is that there's a lot of boring things in the IT field, you know. So if you for example, if you want to study computing engineering or software development or information systems, any subject in the IT field will have a lot of boring contents. You know, like uh, 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 for example, programming logic. Programming logic, it's kind of boring. Uh, network architecture, it's kind of boring. Uh, to learn how to use, the rules of each programming language, it is kind of boring. But when you learn how to do things,
Yeah,
when you know how to build a software and make it work, it is pretty funny. It's like you are giving birth to a child.
I know. I
Something like
already
that.
programmed some games. Not
Really?
games, like Scratch, you know.
Nice. You use Scratch.
Yeah,
This is perfect, man. This is perfect. If I were able to start studying software development and programming logic at your age, nowadays I would already be a professional.
yeah.
So starting now, I'm sure you're going to do it. All right. So what would be the most satisfying job for you? I think it's the same answer, right?
What?
What would be the most satisfying? Pay attention, it's a different question. It's not what you want to do, it's what would be the most satisfying job for you.
Programador de jogo ou é game programmer, não? Or it's game dev?
It depends. A game developer, a software developer, because you need to understand that a game is a software.
Yeah,
It's a system of softwares, right?
yeah.
So you can just say software developer or a game developer. I've heard the expression game maker as well.
Yeah, that game maker is kind of he makes a lot of games, I think. So
Yeah,
it's better.
I'm not used to this kind of expression, to this field of expressions.
Me too.
But I think in this case, the better answer would be game developer or software developer. Okay?
Yeah, I would like. It would be very satisfying to be a game dev.
Game dev. Nice. Uh, is there a second option?
Second option.
Yeah.
I don't know, really.
Have you ever tried working with data science or data analysis?
Data?
Yeah.
Never.
It's something pretty interesting. When you think about the world nowadays, everything is data.
Yeah,
We are always generating data, but the job of a data analyst or a data scientist is to learn and perform strategies and procedures to process the data into information. You know,
yeah,
we have a lot of data, but there is a difference between data and information. Information is useful. Information, you can do something with information. Data is just a random set of things.
yeah.
So let's go. What kind of company is the best to work for?
Company?
Yeah, I think I would love to work for Google.
Google?
Yeah,
Then it would be cool as heck.
yeah. Be a software developer at Google. It would be pretty
I,
funny.
but I would choose Opera GX.
Opera GX?
Yeah, GX.
What is it? I have never heard of it.
Same thing
I
as
know, of
Google.
course. It's the maker of the software Opera Mini.
It's practically the same thing as Google, but better.
I understand. Why better?
Because you can. Eu vou falar em português porque é meio difícil explicar isso em inglês. Meio que você consegue investir em coisas tipo CPU, RAM, essas coisas, pra limitar ele, ao invés do Google, que ele só gasta RAM.
I understand. I understand. So you can change. It had features to be changed, right?
Yeah, it's
It
and
had
it's
it it,
very
it
much
had,
easier
I
to.
remember the right expression. It has feature options.
Yeah, it has very much feature options.
Yeah.
For example, you can put music on the background.
Really?
Really,
Nice,
on
man.
the wallpaper.
Nice. Pretty funny.
So much.
I use Google Chrome a lot because I don't know, I'm used to it, you know? I've been using it since I was a teenager, since your age, you know? I remember when Google Chrome first showed up, and I started using it. And nowadays I'm kind of addicted to Google Chrome, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm having some issues with my computer's functionalities, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of slow, and it's probably because of the amount of RAM the Google Chrome consumes. You know.
Yeah.
So from now on, man, there is this link. Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to visit this link by yourself afterwards. Okay. We are not going to watch it. No, I think we still have 12 minutes. There is enough time to watch the video. Let's do it.
Ai, mó fome, mano. Bora pedir um delivery.
So let's go.
Ah, não. Acho que eu quero comer fora, mano.
I hate these ads, man.
Ora,
Achei que o moleque
isso.
partiu. Eu escolhendo onde comer e o Google me entende.
Back at the days, YouTube was better.
Much better, man. Do I remember? Do you know when YouTube started getting bad?
I don't remember exactly
It
when.
it was when that American YouTuber said some racist comments, you know,
Yeah.
and some big companies like Coca-Cola, Google, and many others stopped investing on YouTube. You know,
Yeah.
I remember that's when it started getting this way with a lot of different ads, because there was not money from the big companies anymore, so it had to monetize the platform some way. So now everybody can do propaganda on YouTube. You know.
Yeah.
So, how to write a cover letter? Let's go. 5 tips to help you stand out.
The ever-changing hiring landscape makes it harder than ever to stay abreast of what works and what doesn't. Cover letters are a good example of this. So what exactly is the state of the cover letter in 2015? We've boiled it down to the basics.
2015. In 2015, I was 15 years old.
Really?
To keep
Yeah.
you one step ahead of the job-seeking masses. 1. Do I need to write a cover letter? Read the application site. Does it require a cover letter? Write one. Is it optional? Write one. Do they not ask for a cover letter? Yes, you should still write one. The only time not to send a cover letter is if they explicitly ask you not to. Show that you can follow instructions, but also take the initiative in expressing interest in the position or company that might go uncommunicated otherwise.
So, in what option you wouldn't send a cover letter?
Wait, I didn't see it.
Let's go. Pay attention.
We've boiled it down to the basics to keep you one step ahead of the job-seeking masses. 1. Do I need to write a cover letter? Read the application site. Does it require a cover letter? Write one. Is it optional? Write one. Do they not ask for a cover letter? Yes, you should still write one. The only time not to send a cover letter is if they explicitly ask you not to. Show that you can follow instructions.
So, when is the only time you shouldn't send a cover letter?
It says on audio. Don't?
You're not hearing it?
No.
Oh, sorry, my friend.
It's so low I can't hear anything.
Sorry. My bad. Google Chrome. That's it. Now you're hearing it, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing it now.
So let's go.
Do I need to write a cover letter? Read the application site. Does it require a cover letter? Write one. Is it optional? Write one. Do they not ask for a cover letter? Yes, you should still write one. The only time not to send a cover letter is if they explicitly ask you not to. Show that you can follow instructions,
So,
but also
when is the only time you should not send a cover letter?
If they ask you to not send it.
Exactly. If they explicitly ask you not to, you know?
Yeah.
In the other options, there's no vacancy in which you shouldn't, for which you shouldn't send a cover letter.
take the initiative in expressing interest in the position or company that might go uncommunicated otherwise. 2. How long does it need to be? 1/2 to 2/3 of a page should do it. There's a good chance the hiring manager is only going to read that
how long
far
should
anyway.
be a cover letter?
I don't understand this. It's like
Again,
2
pay
years?
attention to what she says.
Yeah, sorry.
Close attention. I'm going to slow it down. She speaks too fast.
Good chance the hiring manager is only going to read that far anyway. 3.
Oh, sorry.
What should I include? There's a good chance the hiring manager is only going to read that far anyway.
Here.
3. What
Okay.
communicated otherwise? 2. How long does it need to be? 1/2 to 2/3 of a page should do it. There's a good chance the hiring manager
2/3 or 1/2 of a page.
Exactly. 1/2 to 2/3 of a page should do it. It's because probably he won't be reading every page of your resume, you know. So there is no meaning in writing a lot of sheets and filling a lot of sheets of paper if they are not going to read it all.
is only going to read that far anyway.
So, man,
3.
that's it for today. This video is kind of, it's not hard to understand, okay? I'm pretty sure you can do it. But I think the dynamic is easier if you do it by yourself first. First, watch the video by yourself, okay? The link is on the is in the document I've sent you. And then in the next class you can watch it again after you have watched it by yourself. Okay?
Okay.
So that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this class and see you next week, my friend. Bye. Have a good night.